So, can you read this? Diabolical forces are formidable. These forces are eternal, and they exist today. The fairy tale is true. The devil exists. God exists, and for us as people, our very destiny hinges upon which one we elect to follow. Yes, this exciting paragraph is at the end of the movie entitled The Conjuring. Little horror movie I picked up today. Wasn't a bad movie. It was a, classic, whatever, ghost haunting kind of movie. Yes. Ooh, scary. This is the end. Ooh, scary music. Yep. Feeling scared? It's pretty scary music. Here's another scary thing. Ooh, close up of me. You know what? In just a few more hours, I'm trying to get this thing to go back. Hello. In just a few more hours, because it's November 23rd, 2013, and right now it's 4:47 p.m., which means in about 3 more hours I will officially be 51 years old, because I was born supposedly at 8 o'clock p.m. on, well, give or take a few minutes, on November 23rd, 1962. So yes, the aging process has taken its toll for another year. So yes, today I'm going to meet with friends in a couple hours to go see The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. This will be my second time. I saw it yesterday, and I'm going to see it again today with my friends because it's that good. But, in the meantime, I wanted to enjoy myself, have, something fun to do on my birthday. So I went, and I bought this movie, The Conjuring. I like scary movies. And this sounded like another haunted house kind of story, like Paranormal Activity, something like that. So, and the lady at the store said it was actually scarier than Paranormal Activity, so I bought it. The Conjuring. And it wasn't too scary. I mean, it was scary, but it wasn't a bad movie. I rather doubt. It's supposedly based on real haunting, real events. And maybe there was a real haunting, but then for the whole religious thing kind of was going on through the whole movie. The crosses and the fact that the demonic entity draws an upside down cross. Sorry, just ridiculous on somebody at one point. And it's just, and witches are incredibly evil. They worship Satan in this movie, which of course, this is coming from somebody who's Catholic, that they're describing a witch, and they're saying that witches worship Satan. And it's just all the stereotypical shit that you would expect from a Christian making a horror movie. So I should have had a clue watching this movie that this movie was put together with a little bit of an agenda. But when I got to the end and I saw that paragraph, I was just like, insert finger throw up time. Way to go. First of all, you present a really scary movie to people, probably a lot of young people, because mostly young people get into that kind of stuff. And that very end, when they're really scared, and they're all, it's really, You know, you got the whatever. Then you throw out this little paragraph. Satan is real, God is real, the fairy tale is true, and you know, it depends on who you follow, what your destiny's gonna be. You know, it's subtle, isn't it? Believe in what we believe, or you're gonna go to hell. Yes, Bathsheba, what is... I love that they would come up with that name for the witch, is ordered to go back to hell at the very end of the movie. Of course, we're going to assume that a witch would be in hell, right? So yes, because the movie's scary, and because there's the religious theme going on in the movie, at the end we're going to throw out the threat to all the people who paid money to see this movie that, if they don't change their life and dedicate their lives to this religion and, you know, live in fear that if they don't do this, they're going to go to hell. We're going to do that to our audience at the end of this movie, this audience that gave us their time and their money. We're going to shove this scare tactic in their face. You know, that's probably to me the lowest tactic that religion plays. And I don't know, I shouldn't say religion. Let's just say the Christian religion. It's one of the lowest things that they do. One of the most reprehensible things they do is they use this fear tactic over and over in every imaginable way they can to get people to be so afraid of this imaginary whatever that may happen after they die. You know, I'm sorry, but scaring people to believe and to follow is reprehensible. It's vile. It's evil. It is evil. So yeah, it kind of ruined the movie. I'm really sorry that I paid $18.99 or whatever it was. It's $20 with tax, 20-something with tax. Really kind of mad, kicking myself now that I would pay that much money and sit through a movie just so at the end I could have that little thing pop up on my screen. Yes, it's all true. Satan is real. God is real. The fairy tale is true, and you need to believe it because this movie says so. Yeah. You know, I have actually personally gone through a haunting myself. Now, looking back and having a little bit more information that I didn't have at the time, like, for example, my mother had schizophrenia, and I'm quite sure that a lot of the things that went on in that house when I would have been about 7, were the power of suggestion that my mom basically, you know, she was our mother, and I don't know if my brother ever believed it, but I did. The power of suggestion of what my mother was suggesting was going on obviously made it very real for me. But on the other hand, there were things that I remember that aren't just things my mom told me, that I distinctly remember, that have no explanation. Like the thumping of the washer and dryer lids going on when me and my mom and my brother were still upstairs in bed. The lids of the washer and dryer thumping, and I remember coming downstairs after my mom finally went downstairs to deal with the noise, coming down later and walking through the laundry room and seeing that she had put chairs on top of the washer and dryer because the lids were doing this. I don't have an explanation for that, but I remember it. I remember it very, very clearly. I remember looking outside the side door of our house and my mom asking me to describe what I saw, and describing to her that there were 2 dark shapes in our station wagon, which was running, and there was another dark shape floating beside the driver's side door that did not have legs, kind of like a little dog with no legs. That's what it reminded me of the time, like somebody's dog. They were just shadows, and I described that to my mom. She didn't say, Diane, do you see two dark shadows in the car and a little floating thing next to the car? No, she said, Diane, look over at the car and tell me what you see. And that's what I told her. See, I saw that. So there are things that I have seen in my life that there are no explanations for. And maybe that's why, as an atheist, I still haven't completely let go of the possibility of the fact that I admit there might be something that science has yet to explain. Whether you want to call it an afterlife, I cut out part of this. I'm hoping this meshes when I get it all put together. Yeah, I've had personal experiences in my life that, because of those personal experiences, I cannot honestly say that I do not believe in an afterlife. I cannot honestly say that I think there's no such thing. I highly doubt there's any such thing. I highly doubt it. But I cannot honestly say I have absolutely no belief that it exists. I have a little grain of whatever because of my past personal experiences that makes me think that there is something else unexplainable as of yet by science that is, maybe exists in another dimension that other than what we're in right now. I am very, very certain that not a single human-made religion even remotely comes close to the mark of what this kind of this afterlife existence would be or is. I don't think Christianity is remotely correct. I don't think there's a single religion on this planet that's even remotely correct to what this is. I don't think human beings have a clue. So anyway, for anybody to have the arrogance to not only say, well, my religion is the way and the only way, and if you don't believe in my beliefs, you're going to hell. Not only is that profoundly arrogant, but then to not only say this as a person, but to put that message at the end of a video that people, a lot of impressionable children are likely going to watch. I think it's beyond reprehensible. It ruined the movie for me. I have half a mind to snap the stupid DVD in half and throw it away. Trouble is, I've already paid for it. I've already contributed my money to whatever it is that put that together. I've already paid royalties to whoever made that movie. It just angers me that there was nothing to forewarn me on the jacket of this movie. By the way, there's a message at the end promoting Christianity. So anyway, this is going nowhere. I'm just venting. It just angered me to see that message at the end of this movie. It was a horror movie. It wasn't a bad horror movie. It was like an exorcism kind of movie. A woman gets possessed. Although the most of the movie wasn't about possession. Most of the movie was just your scary ghost story, which I really love scary ghost stories. But then we got into possession and the church needing to do an exorcism. And then, of course, the whole... I'm sorry. That just ruined it for me. So, I'm going to try to let that bad feeling go now because my birthday, I still have many more hours of it to go. And I want to have a nice day. It just really pushes all the wrong buttons when I see something like that. If I wanted to watch bullshit Christian fiction, I would buy a bullshit Christian fictional story or movie. If I wanted to be preached at, I would go to church. I don't need to have bullshit thrown in my face at the end of a movie. And then Christians who go on and on about atheists. They want to... They have a problem with Christianity in America. They want to know why? Maybe because of bullshit like that. It intrudes into the homes of people who might not necessarily want to have that intrusion. People who pay good money to watch a horror movie, and the last thing they wanted to buy was having a fucking message like that pop up on their screen, on the TV screen at the end. You know, I have half a mind to write to the producers of, oh, I think it's even New Line, which really annoys me. But it just, you see, this is why atheists have a problem with Christianity. You cannot get away from it. It's everywhere. It's intrusive, it's in your face, it's rude, it's arrogant. And yeah, it creates a really bad taste in the mouths of anybody who dares to not believe in it. So, woo! Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting all the anger out because I want to have a good rest of the day. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this movie. I would not recommend this movie because of the little piece of shit at the end of it. I would not recommend this movie. So, anyway, sorry for the negativity. It just really pisses me off. Thanks for watching. Bye.